Hello, everyone. Um, Forgive me, I'm already in bed, and I think it may be 9 o'clock. I'm not sure, but I did do a lot better today. I, I did get up and I went to work, and I held it down. I held it down today. Let me rewind some things. First of all, for those who don't know me, my name is Vicky, and I have been sharing about how I feel. I just lost my mother, and I have been sharing on my page some things about how I feel and what I'm going through. And normally I do not film like this. But, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I did make it through the day. And I am in bed right now. And I normally don't do this in bed. I normally have, sit up and fully dressed, makeup and the whole nine. But, that's what's wrong with the world now. They won't tell the truth. They won't open up and share what's really going on in their life. But, when you do that, when you be real and open up and share what is going on in your life, especially the mental part, mental health, because I feel like it's very important and it can help someone out there, you know. So I am in a process of overcoming situations that have occurred in my life, especially losing my mom last week. And that was the most devastating, hard thing I have ever experienced in my life, in my entire life. And being a mental health coach myself, you can, coach and mentor people and help them along the way. But when it comes to you, it's hard because you have helped many people along the way. But when it's your turn and the shoes that you're wearing now doesn't feel good. And I can, I really do feel for the people that I coach and I, counsel with, I mentor. I feel for them because this mental health is my passion. That's what I do, help people. And now I'm trying to help myself, doctor on myself, and keep myself going. And so far, it's good. I haven't really hit a bump in the road to where I just, say just forget it. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to get out of bed. But I haven't got to that point, and I'm glad because I have been on a journey, since my mother passed away. Talking to women, and I talked to one male, and I asked them how do they cope with losing a mother or father. And when they shared their experience with me, I always can take away and learn something out of conversation. So I just got off the phone with my sister friend, and it's been 28 years. She said she lost her mom 28 years ago, and it still seemed like it was yesterday. And she said, you know what? My mom is with me in spirit, and I feel like when I'm in trouble or I need her, she comes to me and comfort me. She said, I don't see her, but I know she's around. I can feel her spirit. I can feel her presence. And she say every time when trouble comes, she say her mom warns her, will come to her in a dream and warn her about what's going to happen in her life. And I say, wow. She says she did that for 28 years, been doing that for 28 years. She said, but when I got married this last time, she said, my mom don't come as often as she did. I say, is it because you got married and she know that you have a protector, someone that will protect you? And she say, I don't know, it could be. She say, but she don't come as often. And so she says she came up, you know, well, dropped in her spirit. She could feel her presence when she around. But lately she haven't been doing that because now she's married. So I say, could it be that she's showing respect to your husband, or she knows that your husband would take good care of you? She say, I don't know. She say, I can just only tell you what has been happening, for these 20-some years. And now, she don't visit as much as often. And I thought that was pretty amazing how her mother would come in the spirit, come to her in spirit. She can feel her presence, but she have never saw her mother in a spirit, okay? But she can feel her mother around. She said, especially when she gets together with her siblings, she can feel her mother more when she get together with her siblings. And it could be because, they was family origin and they loved each other. They was probably uh, close to one another. But she says she really feels her mother's presence when she is around her other siblings. So I thought that was very neat to know how, her mother has passed on, been gone for 28 years, and her presence is still with her. And especially when she gets together with the siblings. That is so unique. And knowing this person, I've been knowing her about 13, 15 years or something like that. She's a lovely woman. She's a Christian woman. She loves God, and she believes in God. But to know that, even a mother is gone, and they just imagine how they love us on earth when they was, in the earth realm. They loved us, they protected us, they guided us, they talked to us, they ministered to us, they tried to shift us in the right directions, and sometimes we had to bump our heads, but Mom was right there to pick us up and say, it's going to be okay, baby. Just get on up. Come on, let's try it again. That mother, that nature love, that nurturing love that we miss so much. And to know that her mother is still doing this, for 28 years, and she has been gone from this earth, but she's still watching over her and protecting her and sheltering her and warning her about different things. That's what a mother love is. And it's amazing to know that her mother still visit her or come to her in dreams, and she can feel the presence of her mother even though she's not here in earth, but she's here with her, with the love that she carries in her heart for her mother. And that's pretty amazing. And also, I was talking to my brother and one of my brothers and sharing some things that I have felt in my spirit. And so we were sharing some things. And I said, you know what? I said, I've been dreaming about mom. And he said, me too. He said, but it's not as strong as our grandmother, Chris. And Chris been gone for about 28 or 29 years. Um, and he said for a year and a half, this was my brother, after my grandmother had passed, he said he dreamed about her for a year and a half. A year and a half. He never have told me that story until tonight when we was talking about mom. And he said, well, I used to dream about her every night. I would just dream. I would just dream until about a year and a half. And I say, wow, that was pretty amazing how he would dream about her every night. And I never knew that until now. So, that's part of my therapy. It's my healing therapy. Is to talk about how to heal, and each person heal in their own unique way. This is part of my healing because when I ask people about how they feel and how they cope, and they share it with me, then it's helping me. And one male I was sharing with on today as well, his mother had been gone for years, and he said it's something that you'll never get over. He said it's hard. Even to this day, it was hard for him to accept that she was gone. And I said, well, how do you cope? He said, well, I try to keep myself busy, and that's how I cope. He said, but it's hard, because that was mother. And you're going to have different feelings from mother versus a father's love. He said, a mother's love is totally different from a father's love. And that mother's love, you'll never let go. You'll never forget. So he was sharing the difference between a mother's love and a father's love. He said it's much tougher to let go. And he said, every day is not easy. People think that every day will become easier to let go. He said, but you can't never let go because it never gets easier. It never gets easy. He said, but know the difference between loves. He said, a father loves you too, but it's not like a mother's love. And like I say, I take things in perspective of what people are saying to me because I know it's relevant and I can relate to it because I'm there now, where they have been. And just for them to share their stories with me is comforting me, and to let me know that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. And to know that my mother is in peace and she's out of pain. And if she was here, or if she would ever, how some people die and come back to life to tell their story. But if she was here, I believe she would say that she would rather be in heaven, not come back to this terrible place. Um, I know she's in peace, and I know that she don't have to suffer anymore. But the unique thing about my mom, when I know she was going, before she left, she started sleeping and sleeping, and one day she never did open her eyes again, but she was still breathing. And another miracle, that my mom stayed without food and water. Stayed without food and water. On her birthday, I can remember, we gave her water. We gave her something to eat. And it seemed like a couple of days, she closed her eyes and she never opened them but once or twice before she passed. So she never did eat or drink anymore. We tried to give her water, but you know, that didn't work out well. And we tried to feed her, that didn't work out well. Her body started shutting down, and she started rejecting a lot of food and water. So, it was just amazing how God kept her from October the 22nd on her birthday to December the 4th when she passed. So it's amazing how God does things. And it reminds me of my grandmother when she used to say how she loved the way God do things. So a lot of people were asking me, well, how is she still living if she's not eating or drinking? I couldn't explain it. All I can say, but God and a miracle. Then she never opened her eyes, but she did open them once for me. When I said the sinner's prayer, we said it together. Then I think she opened them a couple of more times with my brother. But after we said the sinner's prayer, my mom never did show her eyes to me anymore. She never opened her eyes again. But she wasn't eating it or drinking at all. So I know God does things that will blow our minds sometimes. But I did know Mom was telling us she was getting ready to go when she started shutting down, didn't want to eat or drink. She was telling us it's time for you guys to let me go and let me go home with the Lord and rest. And I knew that my mother was on her way out when she started that. But a mother love, I tell you, whether they hear or whether they in heaven, a mother's love is unconditional. Unconditional. So I can take this and carry it in my heart forever, you know. So, anyway, I thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. And y'all please forgive me for laying in this bed tonight. But I just had to share this video with you guys. And be real. Be real about yourself. You know, we have too much things going on in the world that people faking, shaking, trying to get a lot of hits and likes and trying to make some money in the wrong kind of way. You know, people are not real like they used to. But this is real right here. Yeah. So I always try to be truthful and try to do the right thing, you know. We fall down, but we get back up. All right, so make sure y'all share this and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up and follow me. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye-bye.